Hi, I'm your host, Ron Knight.
And I'm John Williams III, co-host of the show.
Join us for the Entertainmentfirst Podcast every week. It's all about the music and more.
Have fun.
Right now, I'm just partying. With the music. That's right. Because they're listening to the Entertainmentfirst Podcast hour. So we'll just ease this off a little bit here. But this is all about having a little bit of fun inside the studio too as well. Especially when you got some good people up in the studio.
I was just having fun with that music too.
That's right, you was having fun?
Oh yeah.
Well, let me show them how you was dancing. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yes, exactly what I thought. Cat dancing like he got a disease.
No, that's like this.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. You are listening to the Entertainmentfirst Podcast show, where it's all about the music and more. And right now, we have one of the most prolific guitar players on the planet. Now, I know people, they always shun themselves when I say on the planet, but I have had the pleasure of seeing this young man play. And I've only seen one other person that played like that. Actually, there's two. And one just passed away, so I'd like to give him the tribute. And you know who that is, don't you?
Yeah.
He just passed away.
Yeah, Eddie Van Halen.
Eddie Van Halen, Jimi Hendrix, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome Mr. Kenny Payne. Three of the best guitarists I've known for a lifetime. Kenny Payne is in the house.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on the program. I really appreciate it, man. No doubt about it, and no doubt it. You are here. Kenny!
Yes, sir.
See, everybody knows you as a guitar player, but I know you as a singer as well. Tell them about how you got involved in this business, Kenny, with that great guitar sitting up in front of you that you built.
I started playing the flute. My mom was a letter carrier in Ohio. I was in the 3rd grade. She found a flute, so I wanted to throw a flute away. So I took it to the school. He's supposed to be in the 4th grade to be in the music, program.
Right.
So I took the flute in and everything, and my mom got it padded and everything because it's in bad condition.
Right.
And had an instruments for me. And after a week or so, the teacher gave me a note. When they used to put the note on your back,
yeah, right.
Get it on your back, and it better be on your back
right.
when you get home, right? So, I didn't know what it said, but it said that Kenny, well, my name is Bernard.
Right. Is that your real name, Bernard?
Yes,
okay.
Bernard. So, he said, I'm sorry, but he's not going to be in the program because this instrument doesn't operate.
Oh, okay.
So, the next day, my mom picked me up from school. I'm like, what is my mom doing there? So she picked me up. And she had a brand new King flute for me. Blew my mind. I played in all city orchestra,
Yeah, right.
all through high school. I still play it.
Okay.
And that was the beginning of it. We had a piano in the house. Now the guitar, my brother had a paper route. And he wanted a guitar, a Tisco guitar with the amp. You know how they
Yeah, right.
with the combo, the amp. And he would never let me play it. He didn't let me play the guitar, and I just wanted to play that guitar. So eventually, he let me play it. Then my mom said, well, if you want to play, you're going to take lessons. So she bought us a classical guitar. And my brother, he wound up being an electrical engineer, so he didn't want nothing to do with it.
Right.
But that instrument has kept me out of trouble, saved my life, taken me around the world.
All right.
I am honored and blessed to be a part of the
That
spiritual entity.
All right. Wow. Nice story. That's a really, really nice story. You hear a lot of stories, but you never know. You see a lot of people, that play, but they always got a story behind why they got into it. In my case, it was always, I had brothers, and in some ways it's similar to yours, because when I was in grade school, I had decent grades. I was never really I never really tried to get all A's, but usually B's and C's was my, forte. And I just remember when they initiated the program, which, back in the day, it was early, when you got to start music early. And I remember the teacher saying, if you want to take a music class, then you don't have to do social studies. And that triggered it off for me. Because in those days, you could take the instrument home and you'd have to pay nothing, man. And you had it every day,
Absolutely.
And this goes back to where you're at now, and we'll get right back to you. You see, back in the day, as you know, you could take your instrument home.
Right.
And you could take any instrument home. It didn't matter.
Any one of them.
Even the big drum. Remember the big drum? You could even carry that home.
Well, it was tough for me because I play piano. I couldn't carry that home.
Yeah, well, no,
But I did have a piano
yeah,
at
but you
home.
could always carry. But you could always carry the pad.
That's right.
Yeah.
You could always carry the pad home. But that's very interesting, man. So now let me. If I ask you, because I asked this of a lot of people that have been pretty successful. I look at myself as being pretty successful. No, I'm not. Where the other guys are with all the dough.
True.
But success, I never measured it like that. Success was, if I can do what I'm doing,
That's it.
I'm successful.
That's it.
How do you feel about that, man?
I feel good about that. Things was going very well until the coronavirus.
Right.
I was playing in all the casinos, and when that hit, my last show was March 1st.
Like, ooh. So you ended before. Actually, you ended before me over in Australia. Yeah, I think the only reason we got to do it was because we ended up doing it outside. But everything else was shut down.
Wow.
Yeah, everything else was shut down. And right now I don't feel really bad about it. And the reason I don't feel bad about it, because I saw one of the best entertainers that have been around for a long time. I saw Tom Jones online with a keyboard player. That goes to show you how much that guy really loves music, because, see, a lot of people say, oh, no, I'm not going to go and do that. But if you really love it, you can't not do it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And so I think, we're all in the same boat. Now, I wanted to ask you this question, too, as well. Let me ask you something. Going forward in the business that we're in, what do you think we can do as musicians and entertainers to spearhead the return of entertainment to the venues?
Okay, I'm glad you asked that question. Well, we need to deprogram and reprogram our thought process of music, because music is frequencies, okay? And you're easily manipulated by frequencies.
Right.
Everything around us. Matter of fact, human beings are electronic.
That's right, yeah.
So therefore your chakra, which is your frequency points in the human body, okay, your high chakra, your mid chakra, and your low chakra. And just depending on the type of music that you listen to, you can reprogram yourself. Actually, without lyrics.
Right.
Okay, because the lyrics is what destroys the music.
Yeah.
Because you got to understand, just like words, music is waveforms.
That's right.
Same as what you're saying. It's coming out your mouth. That's why we were able to communicate through drums.
You have
And
to
understand it. And even Morse code. Frequencies. So when we reprogram ourselves, and get out of the television, the social media hypnosis that they put us in, then we're able to, expand out. But right now they got us kind of in a box.
Right.
Where, every time you turn on the TV, they're fighting against each other.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm
Constantly.
saying? It's
Yeah,
one bad
constantly.
thing. So they're not saying anything positive.
That's right.
So the people get taken in by this information. Neither one of them are saying anything good about each other. So how can you decide on what's good for you or what's the truth?
Yeah, very difficult
It's
to
hard
decipher
to
the truth at
believe
the moment.
people in those situations. Music, mathematics, science, true on the planet. That's what life is about, you know. And they found a way to confuse us, subliminal messaging through fear, you know, everything, you know. And how I feel about it, I don't want to be political, but I love music. That's,
Yeah, me too.
I mean, there's no racism. I just been able to touch everybody.
Me too.
You know, without even opening my mouth. Like when I was playing on Fremont Street, took the microphone away. I said, I'm just gonna play. That's.
And talking about Fremont Street, have, you know, since this all started, you know, back in March, have you performed down there since?
My last show was March 1st
So you did
on
not,
the big stage.
okay.
So I went full circle from being a street performer to winding up playing on the main stage.
Yeah, because I know like Norman Carter, he's the lead singer now of the Delphonics. Since they're doing, I know he'll be here next week. He's actually, and he has license, he'll be down on Fremont doing something.
Yeah, Fremont Street, that's just a chapter in my life. So it's like, okay, let's leave that there. Let's move on.
It's really funny because I think the comeback right now is for, first of all, musicians have to stick together. They have to start sticking together. You know, everybody knows, like when they had the unions, right? The unions used to speak up for you, and then the way I felt about it, and I used to pay dues to them all the time, then they got bought out.
Yes.
So they didn't help any musicians or anything like that. You know, they say, oh yeah, okay. But if the guy want to rip you off, he ripped you off, you know.
Sure.
Union didn't come back to support you. But I think right now, to me, and I'm talking to people around the world, musicians have to stick together.
Absolutely.
There is enough work for every musician on this planet, no matter what they play. But you have a lot of people, and I think this is part of what you were talking about with the frequency. There's a lot of greed frequencies where people keep you shoved out of a job.
Absolutely.
Because they want to put you either in a cubby hole by yourself, or they want to make all the money off you and feel that they're spearheading your career when you know you started when you were a little kid.
That's when there were record companies. Now, everybody is their own record company.
Exactly.
All you gotta do is record it and put it out there.
You know?
I mean, it's that easy.
It's
You
exactly.
know? You promote it, put it out there, but you own your product.
Right.
You
And
own exclusively everything.
Yeah.
And so if they stick together, if you could have a mindset of, hey, I love music, so it doesn't matter whether I get the job or you get the job, because on that frequency, there's the law of reciprocation. If I give you something, you're more than likely going to feel that and return it to me.
Absolutely.
And that's where I feel like the core of us musicians and entertainers should be at. Even some of the people at the top should be talking about this, because you don't see them coming out and saying anything like this. It's almost like,
Not at all.
you know, it's almost like they're being selfish.
No.
And instead of saying, hey, you know what? In order for this to go, everybody has to come and put in.
That's right.
Doesn't matter how famous you are, because we're all in the same boat right now.
That's true.
You know, I mean, am I making sense?
Absolutely.
You know, so-
And one thing I did see a lot of major artists is doing is now going live on the internet, doing free shows or have to pay. I know Metallica just did one. I know Pete Escobedo, who I represent, he's doing something Saturday. And a lot of people are doing that just to keep their name out there.
Yes.
And open the eyes to the younger generation too, because, you know, younger generations on a computer and they see you, guess what will happen?
Bye-bye.
Yeah, but you know, what I'm trying to get at is, that's fine for us to go online. It's fine for me to be on this show right now. But what I'm really saying is that musicians, there has to be a coalition where musicians are the ones that draw the people into venues. I don't care what venue it is, even if it's here in Las Vegas. Las Vegas was not built on gambling. It was built on entertainment.
Entertainment. That's why I came.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the only reason.
And I believe that if musicians start to say, wait a minute, we are all in this together. These venues would have to open up. The government would have to open it up, because now we will be giving the people what they truly want. And what they want is entertainment. That's why we're getting all the negatives.
They want the frequencies.
Yes, that's right. They don't want the frequencies.
They want the frequencies.
Yeah, they want the frequencies.
People come in there, they want to feel uplifted.
Yes, and without music, they're not feeling it. Am I making sense?
You're making a lot of sense.
So I think, if you're listening to me out there and you're a musician or you're an entertainer, look, get in contact with me here if you have to. At the network, I'll tell you, Entertainmentfirst.com. You're interested in forming a coalition where we all can get together. I'm talking about everybody across the planet, because we are streaming this out to the planet. This is how I feel. I have a great musician here. I have a managing agent sitting on me on the side. We all think, and I have a stagehand sitting over there, and I have a photographer sitting over there, and a videographer sitting over there. And are we all on the same page?
On the same.
We are.
We're all on the same page, right? So look, rather than talk about it, I'm telling you how we could do this. Entertainmentfirst.com. Call us, do it, or hit me with an email. Entertainmentfirst@juno.com. If you can't get me there, hit me at entertainmentfirst@yahoo.com. But we need to change this. 2021 is coming up. Back to your frequency. Look, and like you, I don't want to get political, but here's what we got right now. And I know people out there will disagree, but remember, I'm apolitical. I really don't care who's in the office. Yes, I love the country, but let me tell you something right now. Change has to come before 2021. When you walked into the studio, and tell me if I'm wrong, when you walked into the studio along with Clinton, the whole dynamic changes. The frequency changes. Because I was doing something else. You walk in, right? Am I right? The frequency changes. So here's what I'm telling everybody out there. And it's not me going one way or the other. But we do have to have change right now. Because once that frequency is changed, we get rid of all of this. And whether he's right or whether he's wrong. We have to change Trump because we need to change the frequency. Because what we have now is Trump and COVID-19. Once we change that, everything else changes around it. Try it sometime. Walk into a kitchen with your grandma. If she's cooking, you're going to change the dynamics of that whole kitchen when you walk in. That's all I got to say. Am I making sense, my brother?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You got something else to say?
Yeah, so I'm just saying, what was the best time in your career?
Right now.
Right now?
There you go, yeah. That is.
When I wake up, that's the best. It's awesome because I'm alive.
Right.
And that means for the next 24 hours, I can write. I can.
That's it, man.
Do what you need
With
to
no
do.
pressure.
Focus.
With no
Infinite.
pressure.
Yeah.
And it becomes
Absolutely.
true. And it's true.
Yes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I got a treat for you right now because I want my boy to play. I'm going to show you what it is to be on the right frequency. We'll be right back with Kenny Payne. All right, we're back with the one and only Kenny Payne. And right now I'm going to play a song by Kenny Payne. This is a song that we were talking about earlier, about being on a real good frequency. This is called Breathe.
say, all I really want is some money in your life. And if you get married, go home and kiss your wife. To avoid the train, you gotta stay off the track. I don't wanna be the next one shot in the back. I wanna live in the world where I won't get shot. I wanna live in the world where there's no cricket cops. I wanna live in the world where they're respecting me. I wanna live in the world 'cause freedom ain't for free.
Right, I can't breathe, Mr. Kenny Payne. That's funk, man.
Wow.
That's good frequency funk.
Thank you.
That is, I like that. I like that feel, man. I really do like that feel. As a matter of fact, you know, you just that was collateral
Thank you.
for you to be on my first TV show.
Thank you.
No, I'm serious. I'm gonna light you up.
Right on.
I'm gonna light you up, bro. Trust me, man.
I really like the song. I heard it. It made me breathe again. You know?
I
can't breathe.
Oh, that man's got to breathe. No,
awesome.
no.
Yeah, so you gotta be going.
I'm serious, man. As a matter of fact, it's in the making right now, and I want you on the show as a guest.
Thank you, thank you. Those are the type of songs I'm not trying, I don't take trying out of the
Yeah.
equation. Those are the type of songs that I'm doing,
Wow.
Right.
you know,
They are
so
good.
you listen to that hook,
Yeah.
you try to, you want to be a part of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I have other songs, it's like, it's a morning chant. I can't breathe, I want to rise up, these are the things I want to overcome for what they're doing to the planet.
Right.
Exactly.
That's why I'm writing.
And hearing that song, it has so much energy in it. It will get the people going. Every time they see it,
Like
it's
I said,
huge.
Like I said, I'm trying to write anthems.
Yeah, that's it.
You
Yeah.
know, so.
Yeah, that's
It's a whole different thing from songs and
You ain't joking.
You want it to be around for
Okay.
20 years.
Yeah.
It's like lift every voice and sing. You want that type of effect when you sit down and start writing. You know, rather than just I want to make them shake their butt. No, I want them to concentrate on the frequency.
It's like got me here. You know, I had a record label back in the day, and
Yeah.
I mean, I could see me going to a radio station dealing with the program director, say, "Hey, this needs to be on the air." I could
That
see
still
that.
exists right
Yeah,
now.
and
so.
let me tell you,
Oh, yeah, it does.
there is a, let me give you an idea of what's being built here on my side. I took the model, I'm taking the model of a successful record company, which was, we all know as Motown. Motown was a very, very successful company that came out with people who really wanted to perform and write good frequency music.
Writers.
We are listening to it till today.
Yes.
It has transcended different eras, different generations, and it's still here. So, I did what you remember Coming to America
Yes.
with Eddie Murphy?
Yes. Favorite movie.
Do you remember John Amos?
Yes.
had
McDowell.
McDougal.
McDowell.
Yeah, McDowell's.
Yes.
Well, I created Ebony Town Records.
All right.
Okay? And that's what I'm doing. I'm bringing people together. It doesn't matter because it's not just about me. There was Holland Dozier Holland. There was Norman Whitfield. There was Smokey. There was Stevie. There was Marvin. There was everybody.
Was writing.
Writing, and they created. If they didn't use the songs, they would gladly tell someone else, and record my tune. You suit it.
Yes.
You know, you suit the tune.
Yes.
Because I can always write another song.
That's
You know,
how I feel.
you know what I mean? I can always write another song.
Yeah.
And if you can make my song successful,
That's right.
fair enough.
That
Make
is
it.
true.
Make
That's
it
so
gives
true.
me a better chance. You know?
Yes.
So I'm going to say to you on this program tonight, man, that I'm going to be coming at you with some progress. We've known each other
Yes, sir.
for a while,
Yes, sir.
but we also been playing and we ain't been able to see each other. I haven't been able to see Clinton as well. You know, it's been gaps,
Yes.
but the door is open now,
Yes.
and you know as well as I do, it will close. It will shut
Go
it.
fast.
They will shut it hard. Next time it's going to be harder when they open the door.
Right.
So I'm pledging to you tonight, you being on the show, we need to get together. I'm finding people that can perform. I'm not really interested in the well-known, although we will have them here, because I'm going to try and embed them into helping other people, because I know a few that can help. You know, they've been in the industry for years,
Yeah.
and they've been extremely successful. But I'm gonna call them out.
Great.
This is my platform, you know,
Yes.
and I can call them out, and it's growing every day. So what I'm gonna be saying is that right now there's a television show in development. I'm gonna do a pilot on it
Okay.
as well. And I'm actually right now, I've already got 3 of the musicians, because right now I'm gonna start with a smaller group for the videos that I'll be putting out.
Okay.
And then I'll go to a horn section as well as flutes and whatever, but I'll build on that slowly. But I got some dynamite guys right now to play. You are always welcome to come play,
Thank you.
okay? And you're always welcome to come write, and you're always welcome to bring in an artist that you think got this shit together.
Absolutely.
He doesn't have to be known. I just want really good, solid people that we can teach this business to and give back to what we've been able to do ourselves.
Yeah, we opened the eyes to those people to what you could do and what you've done and where you could direct them to become successful in their lives too.
And it doesn't matter what part of the world they come from.
That's right.
We are looking for you at Ebony Town Records. And whatever other record company joins up with us here, believe me, you couldn't get better people to handle. We all got morals, okay? And we're trying to be positive. Kenny Payne,
Yes, sir.
I really appreciate you coming into the studio tonight.
Thank you for
I
having me.
also want to give thanks to the one and only, my brother sitting over in the corner that has saved me a couple of times, a few times, on my sound, when the sound went bad. Mr. Clinton Dow. Appreciate it, brother. Thanks for coming into the studio tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, and also I have to give accolades to my wife, because without her, you know, things wouldn't be going down like it is. Always nice to have somebody in your corner. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been Wilson picketing. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been listening to the Entertainment First Podcast, where it is all about the music and
much more.
thank you so much, my man, co-host, John Williams. Thank you. Good night.
Have a good night.
Thanks for coming in, bro.
We'll be right back.